And I move on to representative of another major group, i.e. distinguished representative of farmers. You have the floor. Can I ask whether the representative of farmers is there present and ready to give a statement?
Thank you very much. I will speak on behalf of the World Farmer Organization, representing all the farmers globally. First and foremost, it is important that there is recognition to acknowledge the role of the Agri-Crop and Farmers Organization to contribute recovery and restoration from disasters, as well as food security in local communities in terms of incidence of natural disasters. Asia-Pacific region is 4 times as likely as Africa and 25 times as likely as Europe or the North America. Therefore, it is very important to maintain and develop agri-crops and farmers' organizations which play the important role in recovery and restoration from disaster. Any priorities that are agreed upon shall be defined and supported in a manner that allows for concrete implementation that will have a lasting effect upon disaster risk reduction in the world that is expected to face increasing pressure from climate change and unforeseen political instability. The priorities and targets to be negotiated should fit within the post-2015 development framework so that disaster risk reduction is not sidelined by the Sustainable Development Goals. As a robust monitoring regime, we'll be able to assess progress in meeting the indicators and may be able to achieve synergies that data gathering needs that are to be taken into the 2015. Comments on the climate change. We note that climate change adaptation is sorely needed in many sectors to reduce the disaster risk that is proposed by climate change. Events that have taken place over the past few years have highlighted the fact that people, infrastructure, and food systems can all be at threat from multiple climate-related factors. Farmland and agriculture procedures are very familiar with the impact that climate change can have upon the crops and the livestock, and we have useful examples and experiences that can share with other sectors. We also note that building a robust stakeholder engagement into a regulatory standards development process not only increases awareness of risk, but the need to proactive action. It also endangers buy-in and support for such standards. We also acknowledge that the agriculture sector plays a large role in supplementing food in disaster situations, as well as in reducing food insecurity. Any factors that inhibit the growing, processing, and distribution of food are highly likely to negatively impact food insecurity with a potentially disastrous results for local population. There are some regions that may benefit from such an approach. However, it is important in order to be truly resilient and adaptive that each approach to be tailored to fit needs of the state and regionally within the state. We would like also to see that definitions of the metrics that will underpin the fourth and the fifth family of the indicators underlined in the proposed elements for consideration in the post-2015 framework for disaster risk reduction is necessary before the level of insight they provide for future risk reduction can be properly assessed. Each state should be required to submit a country report that explicitly outlines progress on achieving the goals through indicators and matrices. It would be expected that each state consult internally within their stakeholders in the development of the post report. And in conclusion, would like to state that it is important to realize that the reduction of risk has so many facets, and that one size does not fit all. Countries face different situations, and the menus and indicators that are useful guidelines will depend on different states. I thank you all.
I thank you very much, distinguished representative of farmers.